to exactly get streams in. I have a lot of getting set up for a job very soon. I have summer school I have to do, which is only about 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks or so. And I've just kind of been working on my mental, physical health and all this other shit. So that's why I have not been able to upload. Just a lot of stuff. I had been planning for the past week or two to start. I was going to be doing a couple of different late night streams. This is the one time that I actually fully went with the idea of doing that. It is almost 3 in the morning, so we're going to be doing this for the next couple hours because at 6 I do need to get ready, so we're going to actually be playing for quite a while. Let me see. Hi, baby. Okay, so okay, we're gonna go ahead and play Survivor. I know I've just been doing random gameplay. I promise that we'll eventually get a build up because it's a matter of finding builds, having the bullet points to even get them, because again, I get busy, so sometimes I don't have the time to be able to just sit here and play all day like some people that actually do it for money. Like that's their job to do. I do plan on possibly in the future being able to get up to that point, but for right now we're working with what we have. I don't have all the time in the world. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we have. Oh my god, I forgot I was listening to versions of music, playback speed, and I was like, why? Oh. We're gonna see what we have on our characters. Maybe there's a build we can pop out just right now. I mean, this honestly right here is a very good build. But again, one thing that I don't like is sprint burst. I know that a lot of people praise it, but honestly, in my opinion, it's dog shit. Just simply because of the fact that if you need to run somewhere, you have to use sprint burst. The only way that you can make it decent is with fixated, which even then, it's not very great, in my opinion. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead and do a runner's build. Which by the name you can just tell exactly what that is. We're just gonna be using Spine Chill and Resilience, Quick and Quiet, and Iron Will. The reason why this is because Resilience and Spine Chill give us, for one, Spine Chill gives us an opportunity to be able to see the killer coming at us, and it gives us 2% increase up to 3%, or not 3%, 6%. Right now we have 2%. Then we have 9% for resilience whenever we're injured. Then we have, which is very, it's at the bottom of the list for perks that people are just gonna randomly put on, you know what I mean? So we're good. And then we have Quick and Quiet because we will have 100% no noise. And the cool thing about these is because these don't have a cooldown and we gain really nice effects from them, and these two, this one is all game. So there's all 3 perks are all game, and this one only takes 20 seconds. I would say that you could honestly probably, if you don't have a high spine chill, like right now, I could switch this out for Windows of Opportunity, and this could just be a full-on window build, which I might do right now, actually, because this looks pretty strong, especially because I would say it's more if you don't have a higher spine chill. So let's see what we have, what items we can use. I feel like for this build, you would want to do since it is a looping one, I would say you're probably going to want to do an emergency med kit with gel dressings and an hemorrhagic syringe. The reason why is because since you'll get that since you'll get the 38 or 32 fucking charges with this, and still be able to tremendously heal and all that, it'll help a lot in chase, because when you use it, you'll be able to heal after. That voice crack was terrible, but you'll be able to heal after window vaults or, you know, pallet drops, whatever it is. And we have the syringe because this will help us to be able to get away. Actually, I think what we're going to do is a styptic agent, because then we can get more vaults in or get to a pallet. I'm just going to put on an escape cake for some bullet points. And yeah, so this is going to be the build. I'll have to change the name of this and put it in a category, the window vault build. I sort of missed DVD, but at the same time, no, because it enraged me. Even though I didn't play it for long. It's also because it enraged me. You played this game, babe? That's interesting. I don't know, you didn't ever tell me that, I don't think. But that's cool, because then I can teach you some of it. Because it definitely isn't, okay, if you don't know how to, like, play the game as in, like, looping or anything, it can definitely get boring at times for that specific reason. Because sometimes it is definitely triggering. Yes, I hadn't mentioned it much. It was not okay. I was I understand that. Well, now you can play with me, and I can show you very good ways to be able to play. Oh, nice. So we just, okay, so now we have 104% more blood points. 200, damn. We have 200% more blood points, so we really have to play good this game if we want to keep those blood points, because that means that we're going to get, wouldn't it be 2 times, yeah, 2 times, more blood points, because we're getting what we're going to get in the game times 2, since we're going to be 204% over. Meaning, like, if, say we get up to, like, 20,000, we're then going to end up with 60,000 in the end. So that's nice. But it's okay, because when I get a new console, we can play and you can teach me how to improve in the game. Exactly. That's, by the way, that was going to be the surprise. I was going to give you my PS4, but then I was like, but then I'm going to have nothing to be able to do. And then that's really bad, because then I don't know what to talk about. Because, like, for one, I have to stream. And then when we talk, I like to talk about video games and all this other stuff. And it adds to be able to have a really long conversation. Which I'm pretty sure I played it. There's a couple of the games you most frequently play. And that's amazing. But yeah, I do plan on, that's going to be one of the first things I get when I get a job, babe, is I'm printing. I want to try to get you the very, like, either get you the PS. I was planning on buying you a PS5, which is the newest of the PS systems, and it's very high tech, very good, and the one thing I will say about it is if I was to buy that, I would either, yeah, I would give it to you because I don't care for whatever, like that doesn't matter to me, you know what I mean? I wouldn't even necessarily be upset with giving you this one, it's just because it matters at hand, but we definitely will work on that. At least the PS4 Pro, since it's cheaper, because they're really good. And then just, use it at some point, at least once, deserves to be able to have something in their life. I mean, not everybody, but good people. And you're amazing, babe. You're perfect. So you deserve to have something, especially because, you know, when you don't have the most fun of activities to do on your daily basis, especially because it's something that we can do together, it's something that you really need. I mean, you don't necessarily need it, but I don't think that should have hit, but okay. But yeah, like I was saying, you deserve to have things just like anybody else would. Well, good people, and you're amazing, like I keep saying. And that's why, no matter what you say, I'm definitely going to be getting something. You know, I'm gonna actually probably ask for like Christmas or something, or my birthday for another PS4, or at least like $200, $300 to be able to get you one, because it would be very special to me to be able to do that. Ah, bitch. What do you mean? I love talking to my neighborhood humans and investigating unnecessary things because when I get to for a while. What? Babe, are you doing drugs? I'm joking. That was a joke. But no, I'm going to be getting you something along those lines. It's definitely gonna be PS4. You're perfect, babe. But yeah, just be ready for that. I am. Also, by the way, guys, this build works pretty good. We have, you know, the quick and quiet, and we have 3 perks that all combine together. Specifically, all of them connect. 2 of them connect no matter what. 1 helps when we're injured, that boosts that help. Because we have windows of opportunity where we can see everything. And then we also have quick and quiet to be able to vault those windows quick and quiet. Plus, with resilience, we actually do it quick. And then we also have iron will, so then it like helps to make sure that they don't see us. I would say you could honestly, I would definitely for sure take out windows of opportunity and put the newer perk. It's not newer, but it was updated to where it's a much better not breakout. I can't remember. Also, the reason why that gifted kid burnout. It was because I have moments where I'm like selling masterpieces together. I never know why I read like 50 different books at once for a whole week. Hold on. A whole week because of, and then I stopped because of the price. I totally understand it. He's gonna DC. I understand that. What was that, dude? That's such bullshit, dude. Like, it literally lagged hella hard. And it just got me killed because of it. So stupid. I understand what you mean, babe. Bro, if you're gonna come for the hook, then don't fucking leave. Like, and why is this bitch literally just sitting there? They're not doing anything to help. And the other person took his sweet time all the way across the map for nothing. I know, I don't know why I decided to get into drugs and alcohol. It definitely has stunted my brain at least a little bit, but I definitely still do pretty fucking good for that whole situation. Bro, these guys are such fucking bitches. They can't even go for a hook bomb. Like, I really don't get people sometimes. Fuck you, my dude. You're a fucking cunt. She's dumb. She almost got shot. Okay. Probably already graduate high school at 50. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. Like this, the fact that we're both smart is really nice, because yeah, it literally went from all F's to my lowest grade being like what is it called, a C minus, and that's literally only because I can't do anything else in that class. And that's why I'm having to do summer school, because I have to make up for my no credits and stuff from last semesters. Because if I don't, then when I go into 10th grade next year, I'm gonna have to be doing that. It's crazy to think that I'm gonna be going into 10th grade, but it's nice because we're gonna be doing geometry, which I don't get why, because we went from algebra 1 just to straight geometry, and then we're going back to algebra. We're going to be going to algebra 2, which the reason why it doesn't make any sense to me is because why throw us into Algebra 1 and then like skip Algebra 2 for like the next year and just go to straight geometry? My math teacher doesn't understand why they did it that way either, but that's just kind of how that school works. They always do just weird shit. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use, where is it? I'm pretty damn sure I have it on him, if I'm not mistaken. It might be yellow, hopefully not. Okay. Alrighty, it looks like I don't have it. I mean, Dead Hard would actually, Dead Hard would be pretty good. I'd say that this would be like, this is what I would use. This is a really good running window vaulting build, you know what I mean? Like, this is like the build that you would need if you really get chased by the killer a lot, or you like to attract attention. I would say for this, the best thing that I would do is bring a flashlight, just simply because when you vault windows, if they decide to vault the 2, you can blind them, re-vault the window. You have a silent vault, you're completely silent. If they go to hit you, you have Dead Hard. You have the speed to get through the window fast. Like, the only ways you'd be able to get hit is if it was a demo, if it was like a Death Slinger and he decided to shoot you right through the window, surprisingly. You know, stuff like that. The things that you're not gonna see all the time, like those types of situations. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into the next game here. Hi baby, I'm seeing that you the call, and I assume your phone died, but yeah. But anyway, so we're gonna get into this next game. But again, I would say that this is probably one of my favorite builds because it just corresponds very good. It doesn't have really any flaws to it, like some builds that are like pretty good, but you have those minor flaws. The only thing I'd say is that, I mean, I don't think there's really any complaints I'd have with this build, really. I would say that Spine Chill 3 might be better because it's only 3% less and you have it all the time, as long as the killer's looking at you, which they're gonna be looking at you if you're going to vault a window or anything like what you're gonna need it for. So I would suggest that, yeah, if you're going to use this build, then you use Spine Chill 3. Unless you don't have Spine Chill 3, then don't use Spine Chill. Use Resilience then. Just for that 9% speed. Are you here, babe? I don't know why I said it like that, but oh, fuck. Time is going by very, very quick. Oh, no, that's fine. I'm calling you again. If you want to answer or not, that's fine. But yeah. I was trying to say that, yeah, we are actually, we're going from Algebra 1, that we're done in right now, and we're heading into geometry next year in 10th grade. The reason why it's so weird to me, like my math teacher, she's a really nice math teacher, but the reason why it's confusing for me, how they're doing it, is I don't get why they didn't go to Algebra 2 instead of jumping straight into geometry. Not complaining, because any of it's really fun. honestly, or algebra is a lot easier than I thought it was. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to do, of course, but it is pretty easy compared to how I thought it was going to be. Pretty much school in general is pretty easy. I think it's just really geometry is extremely easy. So geometry I've heard is easier than algebra, and if algebra is pretty easy for me, then I assume it's just going to be literally a gust of wind. It's just going to come and go. So yeah, I'm not worried about anything. I think that the reason why people always complain about how hard school is sometimes is because their work ethic is in the fucking gutter. It's shit. So, that's sadly how it is for them. Because I would know from experience of having a shit work ethic, which it comes with family issues, life issues, whatever that has to do. What I don't understand is, why do teachers, everyone always assume I'm dumb when I was learning algebra 2 and 3rd grade? You were learning that because, if you really think about it, we're kind of set up. I mean, like, really, it should be known, we're kind of set up to do all these things, especially when you think about it. Geometry is something that, at least in my personal time that I've done school, geometry has seemed to be something that, like, we kind of practiced in, like... Are you fucking serious, dude? I fucking hate people like this, dude. At least we didn't have to go up against this, because this person had really good fucking add-ons, and the build was fucking cancer. Like, I give out dumb vibes. Why? There's nothing about myself that brings out that sort of vibe. No, I wouldn't say that at all. I think it's maybe because of showing up to school. I don't know if you mean like this school that you're going to, because I will say you didn't show up really at all, but I think people racially profile and certain. Oh, I see. Just getting this reorganized. But yeah, guys, I would say... No, I meant in my whole school... Oh, I see. I would say that this is definitely probably the best build that you're gonna find for the vaulting, just in general, running the killer. But yeah. Of course, there's definitely other ones out there that are good, but I would say that this one's probably my top pick. Because they never assume the little white kids are dumb. Yep, that is sometimes how things go, and it's stupid, but the best we can do is just ignore ignorance of people that don't want to understand just simple facts. And just move on with our lives instead of worrying about what they think, because again, you can't do much. That's just how people are gonna be, is they're gonna think that what they say, do, or think is always right, and they're gonna have bad opinions, and that's just sadly how things work. I mean, not everybody, I will say, but definitely a lot of people do think that way. That everything they think is right, or that they think that they can say fucked up things or think fucked up things without having something put against them for it. Even if so, or even if they know that there's something being put against them, it's not like they care really badly. But almost makes for sense. So they're like, "Oop, you're done, and you're going to rob." That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Not because of you, but just because of just like how stereotypical people think. Because it's very true. Every time my mom and I go to the store and talk in Spanish, we get followed by the employees. Yeah, I don't get why they do that. Like, they definitely don't need a stereotype. I can understand if, like, they don't know your language, so they don't know what you're talking about. But, like, the fact of the matter is, you would be dressed in certain type of clothing if you were going to plan on robbing them. You wouldn't just walk in there with no, like, mask on or no clear visual sights of holding a weapon or anything. There's facts that come in hand with it that people don't think of. So clearly it's just like the whole stereotypical thinking, because for some reason they think that mixed people or people of color just rob places when that's not true. Anybody could. Legit. It doesn't matter what color you are, it just literally matters on what type of person you are. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Anybody could shoot up anywhere, anybody could rob somewhere, anybody could steal, anybody could do anything that they truly want, like, even if it's against the law. It's really, no, I mean, like, you can't do everything. Like, there's gonna be some people that don't have the work ethic or the time or the want to, or the money to be able to, say, make a rocket go to the moon or some shit like that. But, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, or how you live or whatever, you have pretty much any power. It doesn't matter. Well, not always, but you know what I mean. Like, if you wanted to just go do something like that that's dumb, then you can do that. Like, anybody can. It doesn't matter. At school, all the white teachers are like, we're gonna put you in a low-level class even though you're smarter than the... That makes no sense. See, that's something I really don't get in school. There's a lot of things that I don't get in schools. Sometimes it's funny seeing how people, you know, do their whole thing. Okay, so we're about to get a demonstration. Bro, okay. Like I'm saying, I'm oppressed, right? There's other people that are hearing. Like I'm... Well, yeah, but the thing is nobody should be getting stereotyped because of their color. I mean, some people are stereotyped because of stupid reasons, like being a basic bitch, or, you know, stuff like that. That's understandable because of certain reasons, but when it comes to your color, you should not be getting stereotyped no matter what. It doesn't matter if they're just simply saying that you're, like, you all dress the same, or some shit like that, or if it goes to very high things like that, or like, it really doesn't matter what it is. No matter what, it's not okay. It doesn't need to be said or done. And people just need to relax on it. Like, there's no reason to hate on each other for simply, you know, being a certain skin color. I also really I need this pride flag. I need to put pride in the shop so I can get it. I was planning on getting a shirt, an omni-sexual shirt. And then fully white people think they are oppressed when we make it. Literally, because they're always just little bitches, because they can't take having to deal with the same shit that people of color have had to go through. Because they're pussies. That's just how it is. They hear one joke against their, you know, color, and they just freak out. But if you freak out or anything, then you're the bad person, and everybody hates you. Or you at least get shit talked, or they don't really say anything because they know they're in the wrong. It kind of goes multiple ways with that. Come on, sit on the gym, sit on the gym. He's a little fast, don't you think? How did that, of all things, hit? What the fuck was that? Like, you didn't even fix it, but you like to make fun of white people. Legit. Because you guys, every person of color knows how it feels, clearly. And so, that's why. Because they don't want to be hypocritical. What would be the point of being hypocritical? And that's something that really is annoying. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when people are hypocritical. Because, yeah, there's no reason to be. Like, if you have an opinion and you see people are going against that opinion, and then you go against it, or like you're not being truthful about your own opinion, or you're not sticking to it, or whatever, it's funny. Grandpa as fuck, so like, I wouldn't make fun of them for that. Yeah, see that's exactly what I mean, is when it comes to that, that's exactly what I mean. Like, of course, yeah, nobody should be made fun of for that color. But, you know, there's certain reasons as to why they feel oppressed, because they're not, you know, they just don't understand. They're just fucking idiots, that's all. It's just typical white people behavior, to say the least, because they can't handle a joke. But when it comes to people that have had been enslaved because of their color, having to be brutally beaten, all types of other things that come with the situation, and all they want to do is be like, oh, we're oppressed. Yeah, well, that's fucking bullshit. You haven't had to go through an actual day's work of having to bust your ass to actually live enough to get through stuff. And this is coming from someone that actually is white and understands what they've had to go through. Like, I really don't think people understand the seriousness of it. And if they don't, they need to start, because there's no reason not to understand it. It's a very complex situation that is very simple to understand. I mean, it's in history books. You get taught it in school, and not even enough, but you still get taught it. Literally, that's exactly how it is for practically every person of color, and it differs on the severity of it. It doesn't matter how much of a severity it is. it's still bad, but my whole point is I know exactly what you mean, and a lot of people of color, practically every person of color has to go through that. And then it's also the fact that every person of color, maybe not every person of color, but a lot at least, I don't know how it exactly works in this situation, but oh my god, I should have just kept dodge. But they all, like, don't even, like, when it comes to, like, holy shit, is this my lag? God damn. Oh, okay, it is. I was like, what the fuck? But they all, like, normally, I think it comes with, like, I can't remember, but they don't get paid as much as people that are white when it comes to, like, certain benefits. It's a rank 100 that likes to tunnel. That's amazing. Like Asian men seem to get sexualized a lot for being submissive and that they will cook and clean for you like what, and then like you just know that women get sexualized for their bodies. Yeah, because there's a stereotype always, like, because it's always, yeah, Asians have really, or Asians and Latinas have really nice skin tones, or like skin, just in general, or like, you know what I mean? And then it comes with the whole body structure and everything that comes along with that, and yeah, it definitely gets pretty severe with how people overdo that type of thing. And then there's the white bitches out here that, you know, have to then try to be exactly like those type of people because of the stereotypes. Like, it's funny. I wish just people would be themselves, for one. Second off, don't be pieces of shit. And third, just like, keep to yourself. If you have a bad opinion that for some reason you can't, like, just kick out of your brain and change, then you should just keep it to yourself, and fix it. Because there's no reason, like, I'm getting sexualized for like so much. And they think that I'm spicy, but it's just something quiet. I see. But some people are definitely very interesting, as we can tell. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, babe. And anybody out there that watches these, or just in general, really, that are of color, it definitely is very annoying, even for someone that isn't of color necessarily. Like, I may have a little bit of native, but I'm not like fucking of color. It definitely frustrates me a lot to see, because it's like, what's the point of hating on a whole race just because of the color? What's the point? Like, what a person does is what a person does because of what goes on inside their mind, and there's many different things that comes with that, but the color is not something that comes with them. They're wrong on my part, but let the women decide who they are. Exactly. There's no reason why men because I'm specifically stating that because that's normally the people who sexualize women. You know, they need to understand to just stop. Like, you're not, you know, you would get 100 times more satisfaction out of being able to just actually get with a woman or whoever you want and just have a good relationship than if you were to go out and try to just force it on people, if you get what I'm saying, or like sexualize people or whatever it is, because it's just stupid. Like, why sit there and talk about multiple different people, or even if it's just one person, and not get into a actual relationship? Because it's actually definitely most of the time not those type of people sexualizing and attracted to multiple different people. But yeah, again, those are my biggest things. Is don't date people just because of their race. Like, you can date people of other races. You don't have to just sexualize or romanticize one specific race because of maybe their body type or whatever it is. You know, it should always, in my opinion, it should always be based off of personality, and I know you feel the same way. I mean, of course, you do need, in a relationship, you always need to at least have some, like, sort of attraction. I would say, in my opinion, I think it's best that way. And, of course, because that's kind of how a relationship is. If you're just getting with someone because of their personality and you don't actually have an attraction to them, it's more like you're just friends at that point, or like best friends. I mean, I guess in some technical ways, no, it's not exactly that way, but my whole point is that you should always base it off of personality and not everything else that you see or want to do, or what they might want to do, you know, because that's where it's like you're hitting the point where you're going to be making people. I think baby's attracted to me. I'm way more than attracted to you. I'm obsessed with you and in love with you, and you're perfect. And when I say perfect, that goes into many, many things that come onto attraction, the personality of you in general. Everything that makes you is perfect. But and so you can sexualize it and if you're comfortable in the code, and you have a happy relationship taking it certain way. Exactly. That is exactly how it works. I was actually literally just about to say to the stream, like, if you ever get into a relationship, again, like I've been saying this whole time, don't sexualize anybody at all, even if you're not trying to get with them. You know, actually care for the person that you're getting with. Don't just do it because of lust, as in sexual things, sexual orientation in general. And don't ever just base someone like your feelings of someone off of their ethnicity, because that's how you get hated on. Like honestly, because yeah, again, if you love someone for their personality, or even if you like them, I would say that it's better to definitely, like, in my personal opinion, I think the best way to be able to fall in love with someone, and some people disagree with this, I don't know why, because in my opinion, it's the most obvious decision making when it comes to, but what I was trying to say is, you know, when it comes to, fuck, what was I trying to say? Oh, yeah. The best way to love is to become best friends with someone that, you know, and specifically, like, not a super long time. Like, you don't want to do this. I mean, yeah, it might work out. But specifically someone that you've been best friends with for maybe like a year, maybe a couple years. So get to really know each other, get to hang out a lot. And then eventually, if they're comfortable with it, ask them, talk to them about your feelings. Don't force it on them. Don't be like, oh yeah, like, you know, whatever you're gonna, just express yourself. Don't instantly be like, you know, oh yeah, do you want to get with me? You know, because if you don't express yourself beforehand and, like, explain how you felt, especially if you felt the same ways for, like, a long period of time, then, you know, this is so fucking stupid, dude. Like, I don't get why everybody has to be a tunneling cunt and why they didn't take the hit. But, anyway, express your feelings, and, again, don't just instantly rush into something. A lot of people, within a couple weeks of meeting each other, instantly go with each other. That's dumb. Reason being is that when, you know, in a couple weeks, you might get to a standard of being able to hang out, being able to get to know each other, but you're just hitting base. Like, you're not getting to first, second, and third, or home. You know, you're just right at base. So you need to get into the whole getting to know each other, addressing your feelings when you feel comfortable, when they are comfortable. And by comfortable, and what I mean when they are comfortable is when, again, you have gotten to know each other for a very long time, or at least a decently good amount of time, and that you're able to address that fact if you're comfortable too. Because, you know, nobody's gonna want you to just come up. Because if you're, okay, another thing is, if you're liking someone, especially if you're saying you're in love with someone within a couple weeks of meeting them, or like a couple days, either you just have a self-conscious instinct that is the person you're gonna fall in love with, and maybe that is true. Definitely very rare. But in most cases, when it comes to a situation like that, it's not gonna be like that. What is this? Like, I literally just got stabbed through the fucking pallet. But, again, it's very rare that you're just gonna instantly fall in love with someone. And, you know, even if you're liking someone at that time, you know, again, that's where you're just kind of hitting base. You're not exactly getting to know each other the best. So don't just rush into things. I would say that, at least wait like 3-4 months to be friends with someone, and then by then see if you're actually catching feelings or if you just want to be friends, and then address the fact at 6 months of being friends, up to a year or longer, depending on what you're comfortable with and what you feel they're going to be comfortable with. Because again, it could be different for people, and again, just the biggest thing, the biggest thing to always remember is have communication. Do not sexualize them or anybody, and do not base your feelings off of their ethnicity. Never. Because you could fall in love, or like anybody of any color, doesn't matter. Like you and I already. Hold on, but stop texting so much, because now I don't know what you said in the first part, because I hadn't gone to read it. But they should be able to get out. Here, just send me the first one here in a minute. Even though I do agree, I do think that here being friends is good, but then a lot of the times people end up in the friend zone because they've been friends for so long that they don't imagine it any other way. See, that's exactly why I say, like, wait 3 months to be able to feel if you have feelings or not, and really conduct the whole procedure and how you feel about that person. And then when it's like 6 months of getting to know each other, because then you're hanging out probably a lot, or at least are decently hanging out. You have gotten to know each other, and by then you'll know if you have caught feelings for that person or not, and then work your way up from there. Keep communication. Don't getting anxious about stuff like that is totally understandable, but don't let your anxiety overrule your feelings, because then that'll lead to failure. Also, I was saying that me and you, yeah, I was gonna say that, like, I was talking about earlier, for me, my other, it was definitely a very rare case, because we fell in love very quickly, and now we've been together for 2 years, almost. Known each other for 3 years, but you get the point. I love how we went from talking about certain things to this, and then also this was going to be a gaming stream, and of course it's nice to give advice and nice to play. I like it, but it was funny to me. But yeah, so I would say that is my advice. You can take it or leave it. It's whatever, because again, you don't necessarily have to listen to me, or my significant other, and you can really do whatever you want, but I would say that you should listen. That's pretty good advice. Again, also another thing is always be kind and respectful and responsible, whether it's to yourself, to others, to your significant other, your family, friends, doesn't matter. Even if it's people that you don't necessarily like, you should always be kind and respectful, unless they have done something that is terrible, or not necessarily terrible, but bad to the point to where you should have no respect or kindness towards them. That's just a big thing that's kind of just morals, but yes, because we were best friends for like 4 months, maybe, but putting a lot, and we got together right away. Yeah, plus the fact we already knew we had feelings, like, for a good while because of, you know, our whole backstory of when we first got to know each other and everything. Even though we didn't talk much at first, but when it really kicked off was, yeah, when we were, it wasn't even 4 months, I don't think, at all. Yeah, because, like, we talked before and we were saying there was only, like, a month or two until we actually decided to get together, and then we were together for, I mean, we've been together for a really long time, 2 years almost. So yeah, out of the 3 years we've known each other, we've been together for 2, meaning it only took us a year to actually kick off, which is still a long time. I kind of wish we would have done it a lot sooner, but again, there were certain things that could have gone in complication with the relationship. So I'm actually pretty happy with the timing, because, yeah. And also, never be disrespectful to your significant other, no matter how many. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, babe. But yes, I get what you mean, like, the time to, yeah, you should never be disrespectful to your significant other. You should always respect them. And even if you guys, for some reason, get in an argument, because, you know, it's natural to be able to get into arguments. Some relationships, they don't get into any arguments, or they get into very, very teeny tiny arguments that go really fast, or some get into big arguments. But the best thing to do is resolve the fact of the matter before it gets, you know, out of hand. Like, for instance, you know, like yelling at each other, screaming at each other, that doesn't need to happen. Especially if you're using physical contact in a bad sense. Like, the same as, always keep the same energy you first had when you first had, like, the same attitude. Don't give them false expectations. And if you don't understand what they mean by that, my significant other, I mean, pretty much keep the same feelings you had when you first started. I mean, you can adapt into better feelings, but when it comes to attitude, like, having that, like, love or liking feeling where you're able to be kind and respectful to them and be able to be communicative and everything, because nobody wants to be with someone that is not going to, I mean, maybe not nobody, but a lot of people are not going to want to be with someone that is not giving them, for one, like, definitely at least a decent bit of attention, because that's what some relationships are, giving each other attention. It doesn't mean if it's a romantic relationship or if it's a friend or a family member. People like to have attention, because that's how you get that's literally a relationship. And then, yes, because me and you never got to arguments, but we have had times where we've had to talk things, but that out, and that's understandable. Exactly, but that's doing it in a never like minor differences and the whole thing, because that's something people do. Exactly. That right there is a big thing to always listen to, is don't let minor things in life put you down all the way. I have this current making me high with what you use this and make it feel low other times, if you know. That's very random, sir. But or ma'am, I don't know, or person, whatever, I don't know. Fuck, dude. I have this card and it's something that is something. Also, I mean, if you want advice, Yeah, yeah, my Wi-Fi's been so laggy that it keeps lagging me back to the same spot like 10 times sometimes. But I don't personally smoke anymore, but I did for a really long time. To drop your tolerance, you just literally simply have to take off a week of smoking. Again, I wouldn't recommend doing it at all, but if you really want, we know you're not Aneth, but if you want to do that, take a week or two off, maybe even up to a month if you really want to get, you know, into that shit, and then get right back into it. Or even sure this, I'm not. Oh. This is so good to play on him because he legit, there's not really ways he can get good. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm trying to, I don't know who this person, I don't know if it's Aneth or it's some random person or what. Because again, it could just simply be because of the fact that you said that they have the same username. But anyway. I'm doing shit this game because I'm trying to process in my mind everything that's going on. Because we've talked about 5 different subjects within the same period. Oh. I gave you advice. Again, if you really want to get high, I assume you're talking about a dab cart or something. If you're really trying to get high, from me smoking for a really long time, because again, I don't do it anymore, but I would say for you, since you do it, I'll give you the advice that I wouldn't do it personally. If I were you, I would just stop, but take a week to a month off and then do it again. Some people will do it for so long that a week or 2 is not good enough for them to take off. Just take a whole month off if you need to. But yeah. Oh, they left. That's cool. Whatever. A week is a while, though, man. I got addicted. Yeah, that's why you don't do it. Trust me, I would know, because you get to the point to where you do so much to the point to where you can't even get high anymore. Like, what's the point? And it's not even just that, it's not good for you either, so there's really no point at all to smoking or drinking. Unless you're just kind of trying to kill yourself from the inside out, then go ahead, but again, if you're trying to do that, even with you can't even get this. Again, that's why you go a week to a whole month of doing nothing and then go straight back to doing everything. I would say, yeah, I don't even know why I'm giving you advice. But yeah, take it or leave it. That's the advice I can give you. I hope you're not like some 7-year-old kid. But, okay, whatever. Well, that's good. At least you're not a 7-year-old kid. We wouldn't want that. But I don't know if I can believe you. You might be 10. I'm uncomfortable talking about Turkey. I know, that's why I don't really want to talk about it. But yeah. But anyway, I think I am going to end it here, possibly. Well, no. I'll go ahead and play some more. I'm gonna play some killer real quick. Cause I forgot that I was gonna do that. Now, babe, who should I play? I'm gonna have you do the normal thing where I just have you pick from this part of the list and then the next part. Just do it by either their level or the numbering colonies, so, or columns. I don't know, where's it going? They left, thank God. But babe, just pick. Also, I don't know what you do. It doesn't matter. Just pick from 1 to 12, or by their. I would say that's the easiest way, or just pick by their level. What? Do you mean 36? Because there's no 46 up here, babe. Oh, so the person amount, okay. And now pick from this. Just pick from 1 to 11, or from number, or the level. $25. Fuck. Okay, so 25. Okay. God. Okay, so you have between this killer that's right here or Death Slinger. So 1 or 2. 1 is Hillbilly at level 48, the high mobility killer with the chainsaw that I have a pretty good build on. That's pretty good, I'm pretty good with him. And there's Death Slinger that's really fun as well. Decent build. And is a really good player to play with. It is up to you, so pick 1 or 2. He's number 2. Hillbilly's number 1. Okay. Next round, I'm gonna be limiting the people you can pick because I normally play the same people every stream. So, we will be doing that next round. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys a build actually real quick for killer. Specifically, I mean, you could honestly probably use this build on anybody. I mean, maybe not anybody. You kind of want people that are high mobility that can get around the map very, very fast. So, the build is Corrupt Intervention, Tinker, Thanatophobia, and Bamboozle. The reason why this has been a fun stream besides the randoms. Yes, exactly. I spent baby. I will say that you actually could probably use this on a lot of people. But okay, so listen. we have 3 gem perks, and we have 1 chase perk. The reason why we have chase perk is because if you're playing people like Billy, you're going to want a chase perk, especially like Bamboozle, because it's very good. I'd say for Hillbilly or Bubba, you're going to really want Bamboozle. But anyway, 3 generators blocked off right at the start for 120 seconds, I think it is, at max, if I'm correct, I don't know. And then the reason why we have this is so we can block off generators, go to that side of the map, get easy, quick downs, and have the help of Bamboozle to be able to get quicker downs so we can block off windows. Then, what we have is once we are, like, getting people down, we're injuring people, we have Thanatophobia to kick in, where we get a 5% to a maximum of 20%, so 5% each survivor of a penalty to repair, sabotage, and totem cleansing speeds. You could use this honestly with a lot of builds. Pretty much any build you're gonna want Thanatophobia, because it helps to dismantle their ability to be able to do things that they need to get done. And then we have Tinker, which Tinker is going to give us one of generators repaired to 70% repair progress. It triggers a loud noise notification, and you are granted the undetectable status for 16 seconds. That's a lot of time, and since we're Hillbilly and we're able to get across the map for a very long time, or very quickly, you know, a long distance in a short amount of time, it definitely is very good. That's why it is his perk. You don't need any add-ons really, but I use moderately increases movement speed during chainsaw sprint, slightly increases chainsaw charge time, and then I have a Iridescent Brick where after maintaining a chainsaw sprint for 2 seconds, I keep the undetectable status effect until I'm done sprinting. The reason why I use this and this is because it works so fucking good together. You get around the map super quickly without with being able to be undetectable. Which the reason why this is so good is because with gen perks that are limiting the amount of time they're able to get gens done, and also being able to disrupt their gen progress, you're able to get around the map really quick and get easy downs off of gens. And again, with Bamboozle, it helps us in chase, so when we aren't having to do gens, like pay attention to gens, we're able to construct good downs quickly too. So from what it looks like, I feel like we might have some sneaky survivors. I sometimes like try to base it off of their outfits. It doesn't always work like that, but sometimes I try to just kind of guess based off of that. Okay. It's currently fine. I know, baby. I want you to try to get some sleep, please. But yeah, I have to go in 2 hours, so this stream is gonna be about 2. Well, I'm gonna play this game. This will be the first killer game. Then we're gonna play 2 other ones, and that'll be it. And then we're probably gonna upload to something else. And yes, you're my timestamper. You're adorable. I kind of don't need a timestamper since I have 5 different things to look at for time. I have my phone, I have a clock that sits right in front of my face when I'm gaming. I have a clock that sits over on my other table in front of my face when I go to sleep. And then I have a clock in my windowsill for right when I wake up, to it being screeching loud. I get to see the time immediately. I'm kidding, baby. Yes, you can be my time stamper. If that is your dream, it will come true. Just like any other dream you wish to have. But, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into this again. Yes, you are, baby. You are the best of all. in general. You're just perfect. But we're gonna get straight into this game. This will be one of our games. We're only gonna, again, do 3. It's gonna be specifically people that, the next 2 are gonna be specifically people that I don't use often, as I talked about earlier, which we will be going through in a little while. Yeah, they go so fucking fast sometimes that it kind of sucks to no sense when it gets a map like these, but we're good, I think. Oh my god, that was so bad. Watch, just watch. Just see what I'm doing. Damn it, she's singing. Okay, so this is definitely a team. Okay. Well. What is that movement? Good job, buddy. You teabagged just to get killed. Okay, we're gonna head straight over to wherever that was that we seen that. Never mind. Some people decided to be dumbasses. You know how some streamers have the people that they invite, like, they're kind of like crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm an official character in your stream. Yeah, you are. You have been for a really long time, actually, babe. Did she really just stay in the corner? Like, bro. Yes, you are, baby. But, yeah, these guys are really cocky. And as I said, I knew that they were going to be sneaky, because as you can see, they tried to go to the corner of the map. They try to hide behind things that are very obvious they're going to be hiding behind, and they don't do a very good job of it either. Which is something we see a lot in Survivors. They always try to play the sneaky game, but they always fail at it. Lucky. I'm just gonna cut off that. Okay. Now that window's still blocked off. She has nowhere to go up but up, and she doesn't necessarily have balanced landing, at least from what I know. Okay, so yeah, these players are like, I'm cocky and I can hide. As we seen earlier with, like, for instance, the Bill, who was teabagging even though he literally died within a few seconds. Okay, we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna go back for him. We don't have time to waste on people like how she's playing, because we can't really worry about it. I know she's still right here. Okay. What? So fucking lucky, dude. I'm kind of trying to guess her movements too much. Okay, you kind of wasted your boost. I don't have save the best for last. See, that was definitely you. That was close. Very close. I don't understand why people would want to watch. Oh, what? Lip sync was still. Yeah. Well, I guess people just like that. Probably because, for one, they find you attractive, and two, they just find it cool to see, I guess. Like stuff like outfits or jewelry or things that pop out to an audience that might just catch an eye. You know? Again, also looks. This guy's dead on hook, and so will she be once I'm done with him. You play a simple game, bud. You just kind of go in circles hoping that you don't get hit. You're a fucking idiot, dude. This guy is completely stupid. Reason being that they're in that locker. Maybe not. Maybe they're not as stupid as I'd like to imagine. You're not good, Bill. You literally just can hide in a corner on the map where nobody can find you. Who cares, babe? There's 8 million people in the world. They're bound, or 8 billion, they're bound to be more that follow you. So don't worry about it. Okay. Now, babe. It's time to pick from 2 people that you can choose from. So you could, okay. Now we have to go by 1 to 12, except for the ones that you can pick from. Okay, so okay, so you can pick 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. You know, the feeling when you're jet lagged that you weren't in a plane. Also 5. Okay. And you're gonna have to do the same with these people. So, really, any of these characters I don't ever play. So you can pick any besides. Yeah, you can pick any. I would say the demo. Well, actually, Blight. Don't pick Blight. Don't pick demo. These 2. But you can pick any other one. And then you're gonna have to pick between Hag, the one that you picked above, and then one of them. So, babe. $31. Then you're gonna fucking pick her. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so Spirit or her? Like Spirit or Hag? 1 or 2. Just pick 1 or 2. Okay. I don't know if you meant 1. I don't know. Okay, so what I was trying to say is 1 would be Hag and 2 would be Spirit. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm just saying because, yeah, I didn't want you to pick the wrong one that you wanted or whatever. Or wrong one that you didn't want. I meant to say. Okay. So, this build isn't great. It's just kind of something that I had. So we have... I'm probably going to put on Rune instead, but okay, so we have Hexer or Hope, Hexer of the Hunt, and Hexer. The reason why I have 3 hexes, of course, it comes into the whole fact that I actually kind of want to switch this out first. This actually works pretty good. The reason why I've run this build is because, again, I don't have many perks on her at all. She's only level 17, but 4 of her perks, Thrill of the Hunt, Hex Thrill of the Hunt, and Hex Devour help go together really well because, for one, with Hex Thrill of the Hunt, it makes sure that I know when people are on my totems, and it also reduces the cleansing speed by 4% for each token. And this goes up to more than that once you get the third version of it. And so this helps me to keep my Hex Devour of Hope, which is we're going to be using to be able to get insta downs later on and even more people once we get to 5 tokens. Then we have Spies from the Shadows to be able to have information and save the best for last, so we have a utilization. So it just conflicts of utilization, information, and just health. That's pretty much all this build is health. Because again, even for being, a pretty basic build, to say the least, it's pretty good. I've used it in a couple streams before, and it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna end the stream after this game. Just simply because of the fact that it's pretty late. I don't feel like sitting in front of the screen any longer, really. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Go a little bit. I think I haven't been playing about this in so long. I don't know, babe. Don't ask me. It might just be my natural self acting up again because I feel out of it a lot. I understand. Anyways, do recommend. I understand. Just drink some water and relax for me, please. Not saying that that's necessarily gonna fix it, but because just in general, I want you to get some water and relax because again, it's very late. It's definitely very early in the morning, and you deserve to rest. You don't have school, so Just rest, babe. I know we're gonna be seeing each other today, but you still have a lot of time to rest. So go ahead and do that, please. Please. Because I don't want you out of it. I don't want you dehydrated or feeling bad today. So just please do that stuff. And yeah, because it's 4:20 in the morning. Yeah. We're just gonna place our portals on places like pallets and such. No one knows. I should have kept that there because I could have put traps in here and made it easier for me to be able to get hits. Always remember to do that. Remember to trap places like windows, doors, and also areas like we just had seen. Okay. My fucking controller keeps lagging. Sorry about that, guys. That's so stupid that they have that there even. Because it's just such a waste of my fucking time, dude. I should have just left it. And of course he gets a good fucking vault and now he's gonna go over there too. Like this stupid fucking piece of shit he is. Except for he's a lot more dog shit than that person, so. Okay, don't send another message. Because I can't sit here and let it overload with messages because then it's not going to render in for me. I mean, it will render in, but it will, like, I won't be able to see all the messages all at once. So just relax for a minute, babe. God. Stupid fucking controller. Yeah, we probably will lose this game unless we can get a Devour. No hope, but because yeah, you can just tell this is gonna go to shit probably. Yeah, like they're all the way right there. Yeah, this guy is smart. He just leaves. this is really going to shit for us, man. And it sucks. I don't know why, of all things, he did that. Or whatever. Man. Okay, well, we're about to get 3 stacks of Devour Home. So we can make a comeback. Now we're able to get insta-downs, and sooner or later we'll be able to get Moris and such. Can my controller stop fucking around with me? Like, goddamn, man. It's always fucking being a whore. And at the time, none of our traps are going off. Everybody's hiding like stupid little fucking pricks. Like, this is exactly why sometimes I hate playing this game, because you have to go up against the stupidest, most dirtiest playing people. At least all the gens are up top, so we don't need to be going downstairs. I honestly don't know why I keep going down there, even though I know. Like, it's just my idiotic self. It's just how it is, I guess. They're not going to have a lot of fun here in a sec when they find out that I have Devour Hope. I didn't even touch that, but okay, man. Yep. Good job, you stupid bitch. How could you be so fucking stupid? You literally see that your guy, your friend, just got downed instantly, but instead of, like, not coming towards me, you decide that the best thing to do is run right in front of my face. Please tell me she jumped. Thank God. Reason being that now I can get my stack. And I can get a kill off her. Don't know why you're doing that. She's kind of dumb, because if I had any chance of being able to at least even get it, like, so fucking idiotic. We didn't eat right. Oh, yes, it's fine. I might do that. I'll definitely eat better today. And, yeah, you should definitely do that. Where's our? Just chill out. I think we lost our Devour Hope just now, yeah. whatever. Not the funnest thing to happen, but you know, can't do much about it. At least we got some help from it. That didn't really help at all though, since as we can see it's endgame now. We don't have anything to work off of. Why? Yeah, that game was shit, but it's whatever. All you have is a bunch of little bitches that just want to jump in a locker and do nothing the whole entire game. Besides, just like sit on gens and then hide. I'm not complaining. I am though, really, actually, though, because especially now that I see that this is a rank 3, a rank 4, and a rank 6. The rank 13, whatever. But when it comes to, like, you literally are playing to the point to where you're at rank 3, and this is why they're this rank 2. So I'm actually, like, pretty disappointed because they legit all they would do is sit on a gen and get points for it and then hide. And then when I go to check lockers, I can't take too much time to check lockers or check every crevice of the map because then that wastes my time. So when they do that, it literally is just game breaking. It's stupid, and that's why I think that they should probably not make maps that have so many obstacles, because there's so many hiding spots and you don't have all the time in the world to go around the map literally just fucking having to search everywhere, especially when it's shit like that just pisses me off. But I'm gonna end the stream now. We're gonna start up another one in a little bit. Oh, like literally right when I'm done with this one. But yeah, I love you, babe. I hope you guys enjoy this stream, and I'll see you in a sec.